Hi, my name is Samantha Lewis and I am from Denbigh High School, and I'm going to show you how I use a gradebook for tracking students' progress across a unit. First thing that I will do is go to this button here where it says New, scroll down to Google Sheets and go from a template. I will then select this one, it's gradebook. As you can see, it already comes formatted, so it's a matter of filling in your own boundaries. Grades here are on the old style, A star to F, so I'm going to change those to the new style. All I need to do is type a 9 and so forth. And then I want to change my grade boundaries because these are a little bit too high for the students that I teach, our internal boundaries. So all I need to change is this first column. So I'm going to change this to 94. As I change this to 94, the column here I'm going to change that to equals B8, take 1. Will change automatically, and I'm just going to drag this down the rest of the columns. But I need to change this number all the way down. So should I want to change my grade boundaries, I just then change this column here. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to my grades. So in here you have the class name, you have the teacher name, and then you have the questions that you want to set, and then you have the marks that they're out of. Row 5 calculates the average score for these students, so you can see if there are any misconceptions within this class. Column D is the student's average percentage. Column C is their grade based on the percentages on the first page. Obviously, you've got your student names here. And then I like to put in their target grades here, so I may put in that they're targeted 6s and 7s. So it's a high ability class. As I add in another test, I may add in test 2. And I can make that out of 30. Once I start filling in the students' grades, so I give this one 29, I can give this one 27, 30, their grades in the percentage in column D and their grade in column C will automatically update according to the data on the first page. The advantage of this template, it also gives an individual report. This feeds through from the previous page. All I need to do to change the student is to click this little arrow here, and it will change the student. This has been beneficial for parents even, as I'm able to show the parent how their child is performing against the class average. So we can see here that student 2 is performing under the class average and therefore is underachieving for this class. I can see, if I look at student 3, that the student is generally achieving above the class average, so he's a high ability student for that class. However, there is, in homework 1, they didn't quite achieve above the class average. If I go back to the previous page, at the bottom, if I add in student 4, who's targeted as 7, and add in their scores, I'm going to add really low scores. We can see that the student is considerably underachieving. Now, there may be a wider issue around the student is underachieving, or it could be that they're not putting in the effort that they want to that they need to put in. However, I can now address this with the student and with the parent. So if I look at individual report and change to student 4, we can see the student's progress against the rest of the class, and that makes for a meaningful conversation with parents. I can also address any misconceptions that there are within the teacher or across my department. I can see that generally they're achieving well. However, if I was to change this quiz down to 2 marks, really low, I can see here that they haven't understood this quiz. There are some misconceptions there, and I, as a teacher, need to readdress that with the students. Maybe it needs reteaching or it needs resitting.